again at live at 5 at Old Town Quilt Shop.
Alrighty, welcome everybody. So we are here at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. Wait, you gotta hold the sign. Gotta hold the sign. You can visit our website here 24/7. You can shop there, you can sign up for classes there, get information about everything that's going on, or you can send us an email or give us a phone call, or turn the sign around. You can come and visit us in person. We are open on Mondays 3 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 4. We are closed on Sundays. All right, so let's show the fabric. Okay, so this week we have some basics. This one is called Retro Stitch. We have to hold it a little bit longer so they can see what the name is, sweetheart. So Retro Stitch from Andover. So these are kind of like just a basic, not quite a hashtag, but you know, just the hash mark lines everywhere. So these are tone on tone. This one's kind of a minty green.
Yeah.
And then we have a purple. This one's called Violet. I think this one was called turquoise. This is Violet. This one is a smoke gray is what it was called. And then we have chocolate brown. So you can see probably on the chocolate that there's a little bit of variation in color there. So a little bit of the light and medium, and then you've got the darker.
It's much darker.
And it's much darker in real life than it is on the camera. It's showing it, you know, pretty light. So it really is almost a khaki chocolate brown. Alrighty, so that one is a Retro Stitch. So these make really good basics, you know, blenders to go with the things that you already have in your stash. So if you're one of those who has a huge stash and you're trying to work your way through it and you're looking for something to go with it, then these would be a really good one. So those are Retro Stitch from Andover. Okay, and then we have Mixed Media from Robert Kaufman. Now these ones have a little bit of a gold metallic accent in them. It's not, you know, obnoxious. They don't obviously go in Christmas, but they'd be really fun in some kids quilts or some, you know, summery type projects. So a little bit of gold. So this one is a fuchsia. You know, it's mainly fuchsia with a little bit of purple in there. It's definitely more pink than what it's showing on camera. Camera's showing purple in it. It's not a purple. It is pink, definitely. And then we have a royal blue with, you know, kind of variations of the blue in there. You've got some darker, some that's a little bit more tealy green. But then, of course, also with the gold metallic dots, because, you know, dots, can't get away from that. Yeah. So again, that's Mixed Media from Robert Kaufman. All right. Then we have Paparazzi. So it's called Paparazzi because they are pops of dots. Because again, we love a good dot, but this is much more subtle. So this is a very deep navy. It does not show that at all. Maybe if we pull it away,
Yeah.
There we go. So it is definitely a deep, dark navy. And then the dots are even darker. You can hardly see them until you get super duper close.
Yeah.
Then it looks denimy. However, it is not that light at all. But that one is called Paparazzi. And again, it's just a blender. It goes with everything. It'd make good sashing, good binding, things like that. Okay, then we have Sea Whispers from P&B Textiles. So this is a really nice ocean fabric. So you've got turtles in there and seahorses and jellyfish, and then you've got shells and some other fish, and they're all on kind of a light turquoise background, light teal, whichever one you want to call it. And they are directional, I believe. I don't think that they... Let us see what they are.
No, they're not directional.
Yeah, sort of. They're either upside down or right side up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so you can just cut carefully. All right, and then we have the coral kind of tossed all over on a blue background. And then we have shells that are tossed on a more white background with kind of blue-green bubbles in the sand, I guess we'll call it, rather than dots, even though, you know, we like a good dot. So you've got all the makings of a 3-yard quilt right there in Sea Whispers. This would make a really good beach quilt. So if you're planning on going to the beach this summer or this fall when it's actually nicer, September and October, these would make a great beach quilt. So a beach that you can take, a quilt that you can take to the beach, that you can sit on, lay on, have a picnic on, rest after you've dipped your feet in the cold water. So that'll be a nice collection. Okay, then we have Cloudburst, and this one is a stripe with a bunch of really pretty colors in there. So you've got like a coral, a deep magenta, green, kind of a periwinkle. It's like a purple, but not quite. It's more of a blue, and then you've got a purple, white, black.
Green.
So why do we have this? Because we have 10-inch squares, also from the same collection, Cloudburst. And these are from Riley Blake, designed by Jill Finley, which is Jill Lilly Studios. I don't believe it shows, oh, it does show all the fabrics on the back. So this is a really pretty floral collection. There's even some umbrellas in there. Flowers, dots. This kind of looks like rain in a puddle, maybe. And the pretty stripes. I believe that we have a pattern coming that uses the 10-inch squares and then the stripe as a binding. But the things from Riley Blake seem to be trickling in, so don't know when we'll get that in. But get your 10-inch squares, get your stripe, and you'll be ready for it. Okay, then, because it's July, we have Christmas. So this is Christmas Wishes from Riley Blake. And this is a white on white. This is snowflakes. So these are things that we try and carry all the time because they make great backgrounds. You can see those snowflakes in there. So it's actually more of a creamy background with the white snowflakes. So it's not a true white. So that is Christmas Wishes from Riley Blake. And then we have a 108 from Robert Kaufman. So these are azaleas. So this is 108 inches wide. So this is good for backing. So if you have a bright, colorful quilt top that you need a bright, colorful backing for, this is your guy. Really, really pretty. You could also use it as a main. You know, if you just got a quarter yard, half a yard, you could use it as a main. Or in a bag. This would be great as a bag. You can fussy cut those flowers. You can make a top, a dress, a skirt. This would be really pretty fabric for a lot of different things. So even though it's a 108, it doesn't have to just be a backing. It can be anything.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that concludes all of the fabric that we have for this week. So thank you for joining us here at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. Next week, what is next week? What special day is next week?
My birthday.
Her birthday is next week, Friday. So we're hoping that she'll be here for the Wednesday video. That'll be her birthday video, we hope. Otherwise, she will be 7 the next time that we see her on camera. Hooray! All right, everyone. So thank you so much for joining us here at Old Town Quilt Shop, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.